So the national news is saying that the market is cooling and that buyers have leverage. But I want you to come with me to Cranford, New Jersey, where that is absolutely not happening. We are seeing Cape Cod homes with 1 bathroom sell for over $800,000. New construction on really small lots sell for $1.5 million and above. Houses are listed on Wednesday or Thursday, and by the next Tuesday, offers are accepted and they're already spoken for. So I want to tell you about the real numbers, the real stories, without all of the spin. This video is for buyers, sellers, current homeowners. I want to give you the clearest picture of the market so far in Cranford through 2026. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to tell you what surprises me and what is frustrating as well. So let's talk numbers first. So right now, year to date, the average sales price is $815,000. It's taking about 24 days for homes to become under contract from the date that they were listed. And on average, homes are selling for about 5.7% over list price. Sellers are being strategic, they're getting their house prepared and priced right, and buyers are still coming in multiples and giving them a little bit more. So just a little background about just the Cranford residential scene in general. So Cranford has approximately 7,500 single family detached homes, and year to date, only 39 homes have sold. That's less than 1% of the total single family homes that we have. So what that means is your neighbors are not selling and buyers have a tiny thin slice of what they're competing against. Right now, in the second week of May, there are only 27 active listings on the market right now, which translates into 1 month or under 1 month of supply. So if nothing else came on the market for the next 30 days, we would have no more houses available for people to purchase. So just to give you a little bit of background, a balanced market is between 4 and 6 months of supply of inventory. Like I said, we are under 1 month, so we would run out of homes within the next 30 days. So we are absolutely not in a buyer's market. We continue to be in a seller's market. If we look back to like 2008, 2009, when the crisis happened, homes were sitting for like 30 months. Back in 08 and 09 during the crisis, we had about 30 months of supply. So just completely two sides of the coin there. So we are absolutely nowhere near that level. So let me paint just a historical picture for you. Back in 2020, the average sales price in Cranford was $535,000. Today, year to date, $815,000. That is a $285,000 appreciation in 5.5 years. So the market has been repriced and has been holding that way, with the appreciation climbing year over year. So if you bought in 2020 or before, your number may actually surprise you. And if you're a buyer waiting for prices to go down, probably not the right decision based on what we've been seeing year over year. But something good to note is that we've seen a surge in listings. So from January through April week 3, we had about 44 homes hit the market in the Cranford town. April week 3, in just the last 3 weeks alone, we have had 38 homes hit the market. So we're definitely seeing the trajectory go up, and May is the peak listing month, but to see that number hold in 3 weeks versus the first half of the year is something good on the buyer side. So definitely more things to choose from. So you might be wondering, why are people selling? Why are they listing? Well, in my personal experience of what I'm seeing with my clients and what my clients are offering on, people are having life changes. Their kids are graduating high school. They want to downsize. They don't want the maintenance anymore. They are relocating for jobs, or maybe they're trying to upsize in the town as well. Those are really all factors that are contributing to why sellers are putting their homes on the market, especially also because some people are getting wind, obviously. So we really have sellers that are not testing the market. They all have motivations and they're good homes to purchase. So if you are a buyer, keep looking at the market. We see more things coming on. Most things will be on so kids can get into the school system for the beginning of the year in September. So you might be curious as to what's actually moving in Cranford. Well, I will tell you pretty much everything. So from the $650 price point all the way to the $1 million plus, we are seeing homes really sell very quickly. What buyers really want, which is probably what you can guess, is move-in ready, not a lot of work to do, a really good layout, great location, and something that they could see themselves grow into. However, there are also homes on the market that are strategically priced that need work. Some of them need a gut renovation, but because they're in a great location, because the size of the rooms and the layouts have the potential, buyers are also maximizing that as well. But the key is to price right from the beginning. You have to do your research, make sure you know what the comparables are, make sure you know what the current run rate of the market is, because we are seeing homes, a few homes only, that have been priced incorrectly from the beginning, and they're just sitting. They've been sitting on the market for 30 days, some of them since January and December. Just because buyers have limited choices doesn't mean they're desperate and they know what value is. So I'm gonna give you a couple examples without naming addresses. There's one property, it was a new construction house, nice area, but they listed it back in December, I think for about $1,499,000. They have since taken down the price 2 times and still active on the market. There is another gut renovation home on a busy road in the town. They started back in January, I think it was, at $1,299,000 and have now dropped it down to $999,000 and still no bites. It's a beautiful home on the inside, but the location is a little bit tough. So the common thread is location challenges and pricing that did not account for those trade-offs. So speaking to buyers here, don't be discouraged. One example I have from a client who found me on Instagram, we met and had a buyer consultation that week. We toured homes on the weekends, saw 5 of them. They wound up falling in love with a home in Cranford. We put the offer in the next day. We were one of 8 offers and we actually won. And they just closed on their property last week. So it can happen fast. You just have to be prepared, educated, and ready to be in the ballgame. And now speaking to homeowners, if you thought the season has passed to sell your home, if you thought you missed the boat, you haven't. If you are just curious about what your home is worth or what the steps would entail to get it ready and prepped for this market, you can always give me a call. No pressure. I'm all about just telling you what the real data and facts are and leaving emotion out, and there's never any strings attached. Really, the only question you have to ask yourself is if you are ready for the next chapter of your life. That is when the good time to sell is. So if you even have an inkling of thinking about it, don't wait for 6 months from now. Start having the conversations. This way you can do little by little and it's not overwhelming all at one time. So the one thing I ask of you is don't listen to the national headlines when it comes to the local market. Make sure you reach out to someone who knows what's going on so you can stay informed and educated and not just following along on the clickbait of the national headlines. And if you like what you heard today or you're interested in learning more, just subscribe to the channel because I have some cool videos coming up, not just about the market, but what's going on in the town. Cool businesses, things that I like to check out, things that maybe you don't really know, and just kind of want to take you along on the journey with me. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next one.